talk about gender today. Um, I'm not exactly sure what to say about gender as far as, like, you know, myself goes. I have always thought and assumed that I was a very feminine person. I mean, from my earlier videos, you can see that I look very feminine. I have long hair, kind of Zoe Deschanel makeup, and have always presented very feminine. But um, in the more recent times, I've kind of felt different. I have, I mean, I've always felt this way, to be honest, but I'm not saying that I'm trans. I don't want to appropriate trans experiences. I don't want to appropriate the trans experience. But I would say that I am probably gender fluid. And whatever that means, I mean, for me, it means that I can relate the most to somebody who's androgynous, to somebody who is smack dab in the middle of masculine and feminine energy. And, my aesthetic that I've always wanted to aspire to has been closest with like Tilda Swinton or David Bowie, as far as like, I mean, it's just like, celebrity aspirations, like goals. But as far as myself and what I want to be, I don't know. I feel very like I don't fit in. Crickets. I've never fit in. I've never fit into the masculine. I've never fit into the feminine. I have never fit into either side of the spectrum. I have always felt like I have a little of both. I've never felt like, it's always been hard dating men, not because I'm a lesbian. I'm not just a lesbian. I am somebody who has never felt completely like a coy. Dropped that for a second. I've never felt like a completely coy girl who can just play hard to get and who is like, oh, maybe I like you, maybe I don't. I've never been that way. I've always pursued people, whether they've been a male, a female, somewhere in between. I have always pursued people. I've always been the one that pursues. And even with my girlfriend, like, I pursued her. I made the first move. And I found that what is unique about queer culture, whether you are dating a queer woman or a queer man, as a queer woman or queer man, or whatever, if you're in the middle, whatever, I find that it's a lot less defined as far as like who pursues who. Whereas in heteronormative culture, the girl lets the man pursue her. The girl is coy. The girl plays hard to get. The girl, and if she is aggressive, if she is sexually aggressive, if she's romantically aggressive, okay, if she's romantically aggressive, she's desperate. If she is sexually aggressive, she's a slut. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I have found that I'm the most comfortable dating women and dating a woman because, for one thing, it is a lot more compatible with my gender identity. My gender identity is not so cut and dry. I do not feel like a masculine or feminine person. I feel like I am smack dab in the middle. And I feel like when I am pursuing somebody, when I make my feelings known to someone, when I am the one telling the person that I love them, that I want to be with them, that I want to fight for them, that is when I'm most comfortable. I don't like being the person who just lays back and is just like, oh, woo me, do this, do that. I'm not like that. And for me, I guess I got off on a bit of a tangent here. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm gender fluid. And whatever that means, I mean, if it means that I'm androgynous, okay, so be it. I'm androgynous. And I guess it really aligns with my sexuality and my gender identity as well. And I guess it's one of the reasons why I've often dated people who are queer or trans, is because I relate to them. And I just, yeah, I guess this is not really a coming out video. This is more like a realization video. This is more like a pondering video. It's a question mark video. This is, what am I? I don't know. I just know how I feel. I know how I present. I know how I behave. But putting a label on it, I don't know. And what I want to tell you, to you out there, is it's okay to say, I don't know. You all can say, I don't know, and that's perfectly fine. So for any of you who feel like they need this big coming out, but they don't want to, that's okay. Just keep being you. Keep being you. Keep doing exactly what you're doing, and just say, I don't know. And if anybody else says, well, you have to know, they can go fuck themselves. Seriously. Love you all.